I'm a second-generation American. My folks are first generation. My grandparents came over with so many other Eastern European Jews in the late 1800s, early 1900s. My folks were very, very proud Jews. They're steeped in the history and the culture and the values. I went through 12th grade religious school, had Hebrew tutoring at home. Dad thought that extra Hebrew was important. And they were generous people, generous of their time and their resources. When I moved out to San Diego as a young man to start in practice here, my dad said, you need to give a gift every year to the Federation. And he told many anecdotes of people in his life who were givers. So I had a very, very, very strong example of that in my own family. After finishing my pediatric residency in Pittsburgh, and it was just too cold, and I found a very good pediatric job out here. Shortly thereafter, went to a wedding in Philadelphia and met my wife, Gail. We dated long distance for about a year, got engaged, and then got married, and Gail moved out here. We very quickly affiliated together with the synagogue. Gail was very involved as a lay leader in that congregation for many years, and I was also very involved in music there. We also felt that Jewish camping was going to be an important part of our daughter's life. I had grown up in Jewish camping, and Gail had as well, and we felt that that's a transformational experience for kids and really helps to cement Jewish identity for life. When Gail, of blessed memory, started to work here at the foundation in the early 2000s, she and Marjorie and others began to bring legacy to the Jewish community here. And I learned a lot about what this all meant in being at Gail's side as she worked on this. And that's when I realized that it isn't you're already giving to the institutions that you believe in your lifetime. How much more important is it to leave a legacy as much as you can afford to assure that institution can prosper long after you're gone. And in the process of doing that, it's also defining how you want to be remembered. And I don't mean that from an egotistical point of view, my name on a building, far from it. But I think that we all have to face death. And I think that when we realize that our memories will go on in terms of the organizations and the institutions that we endow, that's very comforting and very motivating. Those of us who can need to do what we can to assure the survival of the institutions, both secular and Jewish, that we believe ought to survive. And that means putting our money where our mouth is.